Hello friends, welcome to Heart of Civil Engineering. In the previous lecture of Mechanics of Solid subject, we had seen the examples related to equivalent force couple system. Let us go through more examples related to the same. So, in the first example, it is given that replace the forces acting on the rod by an equivalent single resultant force and couple system acting at point A. So we have to replace all the forces at point A. So here there are number of forces. In the previous lecture we had seen only one forces. So let us move through the summation of vertical forces and summation of horizontal forces. So let us go for vertical forces as well as horizontal forces. So in case of vertical forces, you have two forces. First is your 700 Newton in downward direction, and the another force is over here 500 Newton, making an angle 45 degree with the horizontal x-axis. So first of all, let us plot both the components. So this will be your 500 cos 45, and this will be your 500 sin 45 degree. So the second vertical force is your 500 sine 45 degree. So summation of vertical force will be equals to 700 plus 500 sine 45 degree, which will be equals to 1053.5 Newton. Now let us go for the horizontal forces. So sigma h, summation of all the horizontal forces, will be equals to your first horizontal force is 200 Newton. So here 200 plus your second horizontal force is 500 cos 45. So plus 500 cos 45 degree, which will be equals to 553.5 Newton. As we know that the resultant force capital R equals to under root of sigma h square plus sigma v square. So equals to under root of sigma h square, that is 553.5 square, plus sigma v square, that is 1053.55 square. So here you will get the value of capital R as 1190.12 Newton. Now, as we have to find the value of theta, so we will go through equation. Tan theta equals to sigma v by sigma h. The value of sigma v we had obtained over here as 1053.5, and value of sigma h as 553.5, which will be equals to 1.903. Hence theta will be equals to tan inverse of 1.903, which will be equals to 62.28 degree. As therefore, see here, the value of sigma v is in downward direction, and value of sigma h will be over here. Hence your resultant will be in the third quadrant. So here the value of sigma v as 1053.55, and here your value of sigma h as 553.5, and this is your point A, and you had calculated the value of capital R as 1190.12 with respect to theta 62.28 degree. I had not denoted the value of 700, which is going downward, as minus. I had simply denote this minus sign by this notation, and over here also your 200 is going towards the left hand side. So in case of left hand side, that is in minus x axis, so I had not denote this value as minus 200 and 500 cos 45 as minus 500 cos 45, as we know that this will be your plus axis, plus axis, and minus axis. This 500 cos 45 is going towards minus x-axis. This 200 Newton force is going towards minus x-axis. And this 700 Newton is going downward, that is minus y-axis. And this 500 sine 45 is going downward, that is over minus y-axis. Hence, I had simply denote by this direction. So now, as we had calculated the value of sigma h, sigma v, and r, now we can go for moment. So, as we have to replace at point A, therefore, taking moment about A, so MA will be equals to, our first force is 700 over here. This 700 force is making the perpendicular distance over here with respect to point A as 0.5 meter. So it will move towards point A in clockwise direction, hence it will be positive. Then the second force is 500 sine 45. This force 500 sine 45, this force is making the perpendicular distance with respect to point A over here. So 0.5 meter plus this distance is your 0.5. So it will be 1. And our next force, that is 500 cos 45, I will denote you over here. So 500 cos 45 will make the perpendicular distance over here with respect to point A as 0.4 meter. And this 200 Newton force will not be considered, as its line of action is same from where we are taking our moment. So now let us write over here, that is 700 into 0.5 plus 500 sine 45 into 1 plus 500 cos 45 into 0.4. So after solving the above equation, we will get the value of MA as 844.97 Newton into meter. Positive, hence we will denote by clockwise direction. So at point A, having the resultant 1190.12, we had replaced by 844.97 moment at point A. Now we will go for another example. It is given that find the equivalent force couple system at B of 50 Newton force as shown in figure. As this 50 Newton force is inclined, hence first of all we will split in both the axes. So this will be your 50 cos 30, and the second force will be 50 sin 30. And we have to find the equivalent force couple system at point B of this 50 Newton force. So first of all, let us take the moment about point B. Therefore, MB equals to, now look over here also. This 50 sine 30 is on the same line of action from where we are taking our moment. Hence, this 50 sine 30 will be neglected over here due to its same line of action. So here MB equals to 50 cos 30-degree force, and it is this force makes a perpendicular distance with respect to point B as 2 meter. So into 2 equals to 86.60 Newton into meter. And this force will move towards B in anti-clockwise direction. Hence, it will be considered as minus. So I will write over here MB as 86.60 Newton into meter anti-clockwise notation. So by this way, we have to calculate the value of moment, and here I am just simply denoting all the values that I had obtained over here. Now let us move through another example. A couple of 800 Newton acts vertically. A force of 800 Newton acts vertically. Replace this force system by an equivalent force couple system acting at B. We have to replace 800 Newton force by an equivalent force couple system at B. So first of all, let us take the moment at point B. So taking moment at B, so our force is given as 800, and this 800 Newton force will move towards B in clockwise direction, hence it will be taken as positive, and this 800 Newton makes the perpendicular distance 200 with reference to point B. So here 200, which will be equals to 160000 Newton into mm, which will be equals to 160 Newton into meter. It is positive, hence I will denote by clockwise direction. Now, as we have to replace this force system by an equivalent force couple system, so what I will do? I have to apply two equal force. So here two equal force are 800 Newton, magnitude of 800 Newton, and this 800 Newton force will be in upward direction, and this 800 Newton force will be in downward direction. So this 800 Newton force and this 800 Newton force will form a couple. Thus, a single force, that is 800 Newton in downward direction acting at B, is replaced by equivalent force couple system, that is 160 Newton into meter at point B. So this way you have to solve the examples related to the force system by an equivalent force couple system. In the next lecture, we will go through coplanar non-concurrent forces example. Thank you.